can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Never had a mentor. Only watch Scarface. I met her at a club. She twerks better when her heart breaks. Hey, hood, wanna everything that I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy. Just for clarity. Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club.
Madden football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bills and the Texans coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first of four berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him three more. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Allen going to go to the air right away. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now is Allen. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Look, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who've stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
Davis-Price will try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, and he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Stroud on 3rd down now. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Drive begins with a carry by Davis-Price. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Third and 3. To throw, it's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Allen to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 3rd and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this pass broken up. And Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on fourth down. Taken in at the 11. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure.
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Watson. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. What's good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bills ready to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun, it's Allen. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first-quarter grab here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now, Sam.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. The kick by Bass is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Texans.
A special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from a special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On second down, here's Allen. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing is Allen on third. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Down to the 42, second down.
Come on. Hey. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bills' 42-yard line.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Ready? 60 Eagles.
Once more, here's Eckler. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Ready?
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. And Stroud now to throw. toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders, and I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Allen looks to throw on second down. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
56.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard. Big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now a 2nd and 10. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs from 13 yards out. And the Bills are back within a couple of the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Texans now. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On second down, Eckler. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful. you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. It's Eckler again. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Stroud sets up the play action. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The kick by Lutz is good. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On play action, Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To the air, Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And again, it's Allen. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Allen going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Powering his way forward. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The lines move there, look like nobody open, now second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Quez Watkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills' offense now for one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the first of 4 Divisional Round matchups coming up this.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, it's Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 23. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. His throw incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Bass is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, Charles, that's something that this league has only seen a little over 20 times in its 100-year history. He comes through with a 60-yard field goal. And I'm just wondering, does he even believe it yet? Has it sunk in? Let's face it, guys dream about this. They think about it. They practice for it. But for it to actually happen, impressive. What a kick. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And in 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets into the 30.
And that's why the fullback position was created. You just want a big, strong, powerful guy you can hand the ball to and pick up good yardage.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing now is Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Down the left sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who get you first downs and big plays of all styles. But you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
On first down, Allen. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have come back to make it a 2-point game.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Allen will try to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
On first down, here's Stroud. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Stroud to throw it. Flushed out right. Complete once again to Watson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Inside handoff here to Ricard. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 10 more there and another first down.
That guy's going to want the football a whole lot more. I'd hate to be the offensive coordinator now because all he's going to say is, how come I'm not touching him more? Did you see me out there moving around, wiggling and making it happen? Give me the ball, coach.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Not a lot of headway on that carry, but when you're dealing with a defensive line that can cover up your center, sometimes you got to think about getting out of that play. Not going to be a lot of space when that happens.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Touchdown, Texans. Christian Watson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. How does the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away? And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Allen now on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On the give, this is their fullback. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Usually the big fella's a blocker, a lead back, but he gets the ball on first down. What a surprise for everyone. And as a former safety, if he breaks into the secondary and you see him coming, you just know that's a whole lot of man you've got to deal with now.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
They'll try and run with their fullback. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox from 10 yards out. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage? And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going down the road, you may have to even leave early in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home is a big deal. But now they know, at least they feel like it. They're moving on to the championship round. There's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 25 roll. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that
is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Christian Watson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Texans are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Throwing on first down is Allen.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Allen.
Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the gun, it's Allen.
And he is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Allen to throw once more.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. Now Allen.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This is caught. Touchdown! Michael Thomas from 19 yards away.
And the Bills are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know. We'll
throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Another carry for the fullback, Ricard.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, you might want to get out of the way.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points.
here in the fourth quarter. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the fullback, Ricard. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. They'll give this to Ricard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Ricard. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll take this one down to the 36. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
At the 36-yard line.
Following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
And the Texans are moving on as we say so long, everybody.